Let's talk about the aftertreatment systems on modern semi-trucks. Aftertreatment systems are designed to remove all the pollutants out of diesel exhaust, and it does that in 4 stages. First, exhaust is heated, and then it's filtered, mixed, and converted. This is the one-box aftertreatment system. It's being adopted by most modern platforms because of its serviceability. It houses 2 DOCs, which are made onto the one box, 2 DPFs, the mixing chamber, and the last of the SCR. The DPFs are serviceable. They can be removed and replaced and are recommended to be replaced every 300 to 400,000 miles, not clean. I'll discuss later why. These systems use heat to filter out everything, and then DEF to finalize the conversion of the exhaust by removing the pollutant. It's monitored by sensors, pressure sensors, temp sensors, NOx sensors in the SCR system, and outlet. That's how this system knows when it needs to be regenerated. These are only designed to handle so much soot. What we see a lot of is these systems are being overloaded, meaning more soot, more exhaust to process than it's designed for. And this includes a combination of bad maintenance, high idle, and running the truck under low loads like stop and go. These systems are designed to take on so much soot, but once it's built up, it needs to do active regenerations. It needs to be driven for a very long period of time under high loads. This is what keeps the system working correctly so that you don't get those check engine lights. Let's discuss the exhaust path and how this system works. Exhaust comes into the system, passes through the DOCs. The DOCs heat it up. The DPFs filter the exhaust, capture soot, they start to fill. The remaining exhaust goes into the mixing chamber. DEF is added. The conversion happens in the mix after the mixing chamber, and then it's sent out. The DOC is only here for heating purposes. It only heats up. It's a pass-through filter. The DPF actually captures the exhaust, forces it through the porises of the filter. That's when it starts accumulating soot. When it has reached a limit, the pressure sensors, the inlet and outlet, notice the difference. That's when it calls for a regeneration. When regeneration happens, fuel is injected behind the turbo upstream, creating higher temperatures. The DOCs accelerates that temperature, being monitored by temperature sensors. That temperature goes above 900 degrees, passing over through the DPF. The DPF now cooks the collected soot down. The system's still passing through. At this point during regeneration, higher DEF dosages are being injected into the mixing chamber so that you don't have NOx conversion faults. When the filter has burned off enough soot, the pressure sensor sense that regeneration is no longer needed. The filter is considered clean. As I mentioned before, these filters are recommended to be replaced 300 to 400,000 miles. I want to discuss next the difference between the DOC and the DPF. Also, why it's not recommended to get the DPF cleaned. Let's discuss the construction and differences between the DOC and DPF. Both of them are honeycomb ceramic filters, but unlike the DOC, the DPF has plugs on each of its channels. Those plugs force the exhaust through the porises of the ceramic filter, capturing soot. Once soot is built up, pressures change, regeneration is needed. Regeneration happens, temperatures rise, soot gets oxidized. The reason why these filters are recommended to be replaced at 300 to 400,000 miles due to soot packing. Over time, soot gets built up, hardened, and locked into these channels. There's no way to clean them out. This is why baking and blowing or trying to wash them is no longer accepted. When you wash them, whatever solution is only going in, it's not actually flowing and pushing it out. The plugs are keeping it locked in. The best thing to do is replace them with a new filter. The DOC is not like that. It doesn't have plugs. It's just passive. So the exhaust is passed straight through it, but that creates heat. Over time, just like the DPF, the DOC gets worn out. Sometimes it can get plugged. That's called face plugging. If you have high mileage units, over 500, 600,000 miles, sometimes the only solution is replacing those one boxes. Let's talk about what you can look out for on one box systems. These one boxes are raising the exhaust temperature, filtering it, mixing it, and converting it. It's doing all that by monitoring sensors, temperature sensors, pressure sensors, NOx sensors. These sensors are monitored by the ACM. The ACM's constantly monitoring it. Over time, over 500,000 miles, you can expect sensors to go out, pressure sensors to go out, NOx sensors to go out. You can also expect the DEF dozer to get clogged. It doesn't always go bad. It doesn't always need to be replaced, but most of the time it needs to be cleaned. The DEF sprays in a mist pattern. With time, the nozzle can become clogged and the spray pattern will become erratic and you won't get your conversion. So keeping this clean is very important as well. In addition, with high mileage units, since the DOC is made on here, it can experience degrading and it can get clogged, not being able to make the heat needed. Then you'll have more issues downstream, either soot loading quickly. Also with degradation that happens here in the SCR system, you will not be able to meet efficiency conversions. That happens over time and the only solution would be to replace the one box.